Hello everyone, busygamerdad back again, going to be doing a special session gameplay series. The developers sent over Overlooting. Game just came out. They were kind enough to send over a Steam key for me because I covered it during the Steam Next Fest and had a lot of fun with it. And they seem to like my coverage, or at least appreciate the coverage enough to send me the Steam key. This game is a very fun little romp. You build sets, you upgrade the sets, you do a little bit of auto battling, cobble together some winning formula, and save the day and make it through each of the stages. It's gone through several different iterations of like a pick a path adventure towards a just simple auto battle side scrolling kind of thing. I do like that it has got a lot going on under the hood with the mechanics and things like that. You know, you got to get a set together, you got to make sure it matches, and you got to make sure that you can at least hope, I should say, that you make it through and get the rolls that you want. They do have a number of different sets, and sometimes they're counterintuitive to each other, but they actually do end up working, and the game is tooltip very well. The reason why I think this is a very good Busy Gamer ad is because you can stop the run and come back to it at a later date. I think that's really important for being a busy gamer. Pausing and coming back, super important. Also, a given run, I played this game a couple of runs, and I managed to beat it out of the several times I played it, all the way to the end, and I unlocked Liz the cat. But with Maximilian, it seems like there's a there's I don't know, the set that I beat it with was like, wow, I didn't think that would work at all. So it was one of those things where it's like, oh, maybe just take a moment and appreciate that you're able to get something out of nothing, and that's the game, I think, where it's deceptively fun and deceptively in depth. So as you can see, we're going to jump into Maximilian first, and then we're going to hit Liz, and then hopefully by the end of the week I'll have unlocked Shadow, and we might be able to do a little bit of a run with him, or we might just go back to Maximilian and try different styles of gameplay and see what we can get for content out of that. I will have a link for the game should you want to pick it up for yourselves down in the comments while you happen to be down there. If you want to hit that subscribe button, help grow the channel, and you want to hit that like button to help promote the video, that would be much appreciated. Without any further ado, though, we're going to jump right into the game. So we always start off in the outer forest. We always start off fighting this one slime. This poor one slime just gets his head torn off. If slimes have heads, I don't know. And then you get a random set that you can take a look at. And you can see in the left-hand corner of the tooltip exactly what the set is applying to. I want to go with you. Let's go with the old breastplate. Drop that on there. And then we've got ourselves some additional armor, which is great. And we got ourselves going into this with a little extra health because we won, or at least I'm, going into this with a little bit more information, as it were, or a little bit more skills because I beat the game the one time. Let's do a thorn build. That sounds really fun, actually. Let's try and get a thorn build together. So I'm going to put that guy right on there. And then you can see right here the taboo set and the legion set. So we get 2, 4, and 6 for the bonuses here, where we get damage reduction and rage, and then this one is just 3 and 5. And you can see what the stats actually end up doing for you, which is also really helpful. So the taboo set, when you attack enemies, it has a chance of stunning them and also making enemies take damage, breaking their fear from stun. Okay, also enemies take damage when breaking free from their stun. So that's not bad, actually. Then we get the damage reduction, which is just passive, assistance all around. We do want to try and pick up a weapon. That would be really helpful for us. Something that works with our build. So one of these two. I'm going to go with the taboo. The poison spike, because yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Right there, and we got a special chest. Let's see what we got. What we got. Oh, this is really good. Actually, this will go into our set, and this is a rare. I'll take it. Right here, and we'll drop that in. Right there. Perfect. So you can see at the top we have a timeline. We're making our way through. You can mouse over everything and see what is coming up next. Each one of these pips represents an encounter. You want to make sure that you're also mousing over the targets to see what the monsters do, if they have any passive effects you need to be wary of. And trust me, they have passive effects you need to be wary of. And then on the right hand side here, you actually have a good display of all your pluses and minuses that you have going. Up here, these are perks that you unlock through just common gameplay. So just take your time, get familiar with the UI. It's a very simple, straightforward UI. You want to make sure you're understanding what's going on. And then right here on the monsters, as you mouse over them, you'll see that each monster is going to show what their action is going to be. So I'm going to take out the rabbit simply because the rabbit is the biggest problem. With an attack of 4, they'll chew through our armor pretty quick. None of these are what I was hoping for. I was hoping for a helmet or something like that. But there are, like I said, a number of sets in the game. So I'm going to hold on to, I'm going to pick up these pieces of gear here. Let's do the rabbits. Let's get rid of them there. And then the rabbit killed itself on the thorns, which is great. We are going to take the double here. So this is what I was talking about. So now you can see down in the tooltip how they have a single star or it doesn't matter what tier it is. If it's common, if it's rare, if it's uncommon, it can be tiered up if you get pieces of gear. So if you get a 2-star old greaves, you can upgrade them to a 3-star. That kind of gameplay is in this game. And you want to do that. You want to be looking for that. So now we've unlocked our skills here. Let's hear. When you enter a new area, all enemies receive 5 physical damage. Okay, plus 5% of their max health, equal to 5%. Oh, that's actually pretty good. When obtaining an item, 25% to upgrade it automatically. That's not bad. I'm going to go with the damage. Handcrafted traps. I'm going to go with that one. Because getting a little bit of damage out, instantly killing things, super helpful. So here's why you want to upgrade things. 1 to 3 physical damage, and then 1 poison. And now this does 2 to 5 physical damage and 2 poison. Right there, perfect. Now let's see, what do we got? That helmet's not really for our set, what we got going on. I might just pick it up just to have it. Let's do this one. Yeah, let's do that one here. There, and you'll see that it adds itself here. All right, we'll pick this guy up. Boots. I would really... So we might have to pivot, as much as I might hate doing that, because we're not getting what I was hopeful for. We'll get the boots just to hold on to him. Oh, so he blocked it. But still, the one thing that you may not have noticed, or if you did notice, that's good on you. The game actually has sprites for every weapon to get placed on all your characters. So it shows the character getting more and more equipped as you go through it, as you go through the game. So it's really fun to see your character change and morph and such. I'm going to pick these up, so we could pivot to the Kappa gear. This guy, I don't know what his deal is. He just comes and throws potions at us, and it's like, yeah, that's not creepy at all. Looks like you dropped a healing potion and a poison potion. Well, sickening potion, as it were. So I'll take him. I'm going to take out the snake first, because poison in this game is no joke. Poison in this game will kill you. If you are not taking out the poisoners, you are going to have a bad time. Let's take the poison stick. Poisonous spike. And then we'll finish this guy off right there. Ring. That's not bad. Just to get something in the slot. But we can get these, so we'll take that for the upgrade. So now that gives us 5. Let's take out the poisoner. And then he dies from the poison. Excellent. We could do that. Let's do it. Let's upgrade it right now, just cause. Now, so here's the thing with the wells. I'm not saying they're bad. I'm not saying they're not helpful. It's always one of those things where you have to read and try and plan. The random stat boost applies to what you currently have. So if you get a random stat from this and then you change or pivot, you lose that stat. It doesn't like passively stay here. So you got to be careful of that. Like for swiftness, that's only on certain pieces of gear. Your character does not inherently have that. You get all your stats from gear. So if you pivot away from having swiftness or thorns or poison, and it was the random stat that got boosted, it's gone. It's gone. Let's do the random item. What is this one? Perfect. That actually was super helpful for us right there, because now that gave us, that gave us 3. So now we have a chance to do a 35% chance to do and 20 damage. Oh my gosh, that's actually stellar. And then we can start leaning into the Legion set, try and get that figured out. I know there's a necklace for the Legion a ring that we're missing for the Legion that we definitely want to get. But for now, we got to take care of these goblins, these forest-kin warriors. I'll take that for now and I'll just upgrade it right here. I want to take out this guy first because he buffs the other characters to do more damage. So we want to make sure we're taking care of him first. Yeah, we're gonna want to do the armor right there, and then he's just a big old boy that does a lot of damage. Take this guy out right there. There's the helmet, but we already got this, and that's really kind of awesome. And we don't want to take that to replace anything. So, I mean, I guess in all actuality, we'll just take the shield for now. Now, I can upgrade a piece of gear, or I can restore 50% health. So I'm actually going to upgrade a piece of gear to tier 3, and that piece of gear is going to be our necklace right there. So there's even though regeneration is we regenerate health, and we don't, each round, at the end of each round, we regenerate 2 health. We're not using that, but trust me, at the end of the day, we're going to want it. Because if they get through our armor, that's going to be super helpful. The hag staff, that's not terrible to get. This is not good. So I'll just take this one for now, and I will upgrade you. No particular one. He does 4. This one has guard on him. Let's go with you because you have lower health. Take him out first. There. Okay, cool. There's the helmet. There's this one here. That's a different undead set helmet that's rare. That's 5 and 2. This one's 6 and 6. So I'm actually going to grab this for now in the hopes that we might get it, get a partner to upgrade it. Oh, perfect. This is actually another rare boot set. This one is 6 and 1. That's inherently better. This one would upgrade us, giving us more stats on this. I'm going to go with the boots. I'm going to regret it. I have a feeling I'm going to regret it. All right, so from here, the forge, we get 3 attempts to feed him pieces of gear, and then he'll spit out a random piece of gear. Now, something to keep in mind with this, and I trialed this out, you want to try and keep the sets complete, or sorry, the gradient complete. So you want to put in all uncommon things, and then he'll spit out a rare thing. You want to put in all common things. Well, I'll just show you as an example here with this stuff. He'll spit out an uncommon thing, traditionally. So keep that in mind as you're going through here. If you mix match, it's like a 33% chance every slot to tier up. So if you have, say, 2 blues and a common, then you have, 66% chance to get an uncommon, or a 33% chance, I believe, to get a blue. Don't quote me on that, but the math is, still being figured out, is all I'll simply say. And at the end of the day, he gives you 3 attempts. When this hammer fills up, then you've used all your chances to get pieces of gear. And I tell you the truth. So here, I'll show you. I'll give you a case right here. This could be any one of these 3 pieces of gradient right here. Let's see what it gave us. A blue piece of gear. I mean, not super helpful because it didn't help with any of the set pieces that we are currently running, but it's still there. All right. Wooden shield, armored, uncommon. I guess I'll take the hat. We really need to get a ring. That's really what we need to get. Are we at the boss? We're not even close to the boss. He's going to keep on wailing on us, but we're okay there. All right. Oh, there's the spike. If I had kept the other spike and not thrown it away for content's sake, I probably would have been a lot better off. But no, I had to do it for content. Had to do it for the content. All right, keep on going. We'll just keep on going. Can't cry over spilt milk. Oh, there it is. There's, yeah, improvised shield, wooden sword. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get this right here, right there. So now that's upgraded, and I don't feel so bad. And then what do we got here? The mask. We got the historic helmet. We got the court dagger. This is the one I will pick. Well, you know what? I can free reroll, so I'm going to do that. That's not bad. Oh, there it is, right there. Bam, right there. And then we need one more piece of gear, but that's going to take away the. No, it's not going to take away the set. So if I get something else for the taboo set, that'll give us the bonus there and still give us the 15% damage reduction. Super helpful. So I'm going to take this guy out because he can buff, and take out this guy. And then our armor is holding, which is great. We're getting out in front of it, which is nice. There's the ring. That's what I want to take. Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take the ring and I will upgrade that right there. Take out the poisoner, and then I will focus on taking you out right there. What do we got? What do we got? Ring, helmet, chess piece. I will take the uncommon ring, just to have it. And then the shark dog, warg shark. He's going to hit harder, and he does double damage when he's alone, so I'm going to take him out first. He's got stunned, which is stellar. I am still going to finish him off, though. All right. Let's go here. That's not helpful. That's not helpful. That's an uncommon. I guess I'll take that for now. So we have those two, and then he's going to yeet some more potions at me. Potions do not stack. Nothing in this game stacks. So you have this many inventory spaces, manage them accordingly. Still focus on the Warg Shark, get him off the board, because he's just going to be annoying to deal with. That guy's stunned, which is stellar, because I do not want to have to deal with him, ramping up his damage. The Hag set, there's a stealth set. This is blue. Let's take the rare, holding on to it. Right there. Let's take out the little snakes first, so that they're not stacking their poison on us, and then let's focus on the big guy right there. We're doing pretty well. This run is actually cobbled together pretty well. Let's take the uncommon knife. Oh dear. Let's take out you. You are gonna, even though these guys are lower hit points, this is the bigger threat. So focusing damage there. All right, there. None of these are good for us, so I'll just take a random bit. All right, so here we go. What do we got for you to try and give us something back? Let's try, because if we get a blue helmet, that would be like, I would be ecstatic. Oh, what are you? Lifesteal, Soul Drain Sword. We lose our poison, but we get lifesteal, and this is more damage. Just base more damage. Yeah, take that. And then let's do this. Let's take this right here and then see what you spit out for us here. What is that? Nothing that I would really care about. Let's put these into the mill spots. Let's do this one. What do we got? Nope, nothing that's going to be super helpful for us. So I'm going to move you around here. I'm going to put the healing potions down here. And these are two of the same, sickening and sickening. Yep, okay. All right, cool. So we still have the thorns going, which is nice. And we have plenty of armor, which is super helpful. And then these all got stunned. So that's awesome. Let's keep on going there. Nice. And then this is already tapped out, right? Yeah, that's already tapped out. I guess I'll take it for now, just to have it to, maybe upgrade something. I'll focus on you, just because you applying the weakness is super bad. Let's see here, blue, green. Let's take the blue chest piece. So we do need to upgrade our chest piece as quickly as possible, I think. I want to try and get these both dead in the same turn. And we got them kind of dead in the same turn, so that's not terrible. We have a poisoned knife. Or we have the chest piece. There it is, right there. That's what we wanted. So let's take that. Put that in right there. And then we're tapped out on that. And we're getting this right here. That's actually pretty awesome. Now, if I upgrade a piece of gear, which I will do right there, 8 and 4, just in time for the boss. All right, so these are not the bosses I have fought before. The Dreadful Twins applies wound and multi-attacks. I am going to throw that at you, and I'm going to swing at you. Yep. And I'm going to hit you again. Nice. Good. And then applies to wound. I'm going to keep focusing at you. So the rage, it does 1 extra physical damage for each rage stack we have, then lose half every round. So the fact that we're generating that pretty quickly is making us hit like a truck. That's why things are dying so fast, if you were wondering. All right, now we get to choose a style. I don't ultimately know how these tailor into things for us, but I'm going to do... I want to do the Legion, because that's what we kind of got going right now. But I want to re-roll this real quick and see. We didn't get what we wanted. I guess I'll do... We're kind of leaning on Taboo. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do Taboo. Let's see. None of these are helpful. That's not helpful. Nope. That's actually kind of awesome, actually. So here's what we can do, and this is the maximum risk reward that we can do. I don't, right there. See? So we have this passive 6 right now, so we pick a style. That's, so I shouldn't say I don't know what the styles do. What the styles do is they give you a passive set bonus, period. Just a flat set bonus that you always have on your character. I was thinking that the styles were something more for like picking like the roles that you might see in the future, and that's not been the case. So it is what it is. So now we have these passive bonuses to grow our character so that we can continue on without too much trouble. Now I'm taking a risk here because now I don't have a shield anymore, and it drops down my armor by 2. But we'll see what ends up happening. Because now we're dual wielding like the madman that we are. We don't have as much rage generation, I don't think. Well, maybe we do. This is one. Let's see here. So I don't want armor because that chest piece isn't gonna... We need to get more of the same chest piece. But I guess if I were to do this, that would... Yeah, let's do it. Let's do the chest piece and hold on to it. Because if I swap back to the shield, I can get the set bonus for... Let's see here. So if I do this, and I do that. Yeah. We're at 4 or 5 there. I don't know if I like that, though. Because that puts us at 6. And 5 and 3. Yeah, okay. I like this better, this setup better. Let's see here. After dying, let's do the Shroomy. Because he's got 3 attacks for 2 damage. The lifesteal is going to be what really saves us with the damage amplification and that. And we got another sword that does it. So, I mean, yeah. Why not? Yeah, we'll take out this guy. Because he does thorns. Right there. There's our mask, but this is upgraded, is it not? No, it's not. Oh, I did the hammer thing to it. Oh, I did the hammer thing to it. Like the fool that I am. Oh, well. No big deal. This is epic. Oh, all of these. Cursed boots. That are epic. Armor and swiftness. So if we do that. Alright, so how can we make this work for us? So if I do that. So now we're down to 2. Which isn't hurting us there. But can I get this up to 4? Like, we don't get any more bonus from this. So it's like, we don't need the sword anymore. How can I make this work? Well, if I did this. There. We're at 5. Okay. I guess I can't really make it work much better than that right now. Swapping out the chest piece here for the enrage. How much do we get enraged? 3. If I did 4, is it worth it? Kind of. Take you out. And just, they all died. All died. Alright, what do we got? Assassin's Mask Crown. Let's just take that. I should have probably taken the blue item. It's all good. They're stunned right there and just finish one. 2-round knockout is not anything to shake a stick at right now. We'll take that one. Take care of you. Let's just focus on you because you weren't stunned and now everyone else is dead. Let's just take the blue item. And then we can pick a new stat. Let's see, enemies receive double damage from non-attack sources. So, i.e. thorns. When a physical enemy, or when an enemy attacks you, it receives physical damage equal to their damage. That's pretty awesome. Whenever you lose 15 armor, you gain 1 barrier, which is like immunity. I'm going to do the rough skin. Yep, I'm going to do the rough skin. Alright, and then we'll do this. Right here, going into it. You're not stunned, so I'm going to take you up. I'll take that. And then we're going to make our way to the well. We're going to be throwing some items away here soon. As much as I hate to do it, we're going to be throwing some items away. All right, assassin mask and things like that. So I'm going to get rid of you right now, right there. And then I'm going to pick up the assassin's mask. Probably drop this guy off too. Yeah, 13 poison. Whew, that's just rough. Knight's Greaves. Then he's going to eat some potions at us. The weakness one is what I want to take. So I will get rid of you, and I will take the weakness potion, and I will leave the healing potion on the ground because I've already got that. All right, we'll take out the top guy first, actually, because he's actually more of a threat. This would upgrade our armor. And it automatically applies it, so you don't have to worry about it. So now we have 8 armor there, which isn't bad. That's not bad at all, actually. All right, so let's take care of you. Humanoid Mandrake, no, the other one, the plant dog. That would upgrade that if we choose to pivot that direction for the armor, for the knight pieces. We have 2 of them. Yeah, we have 2 of them. What does the arcane set do? Mana burst? I don't know what mana burst does. I've never actually done that. Mana burst triggers an additional time. Okay, cool. Beastly Mandrake. Creepy Mandrake. We're going to take care of the dog Mandrake thing because that applies weakness and that makes me hit less damaging. So I don't want that. I don't want that at all. Obstinate. Let's do the Court Dagger. So there's that. Okay, keep going. And we get to see. Now we get to choose our next. Until the next forge area, when entering combat, enemies lose 20% of their health. Wow. Until the next forge area, restore 3 hit points when you enter the new area. And I'm going to do this one, the hard path. I'm going to do the hard path. I think we got a really good run going. I might regret it. Let's see. We'll take these guys out. They have way more hit points than I'm used to, but that's okay because they're going to impale themselves on my thorns and break against my armor, right? I'm going to be super strong. I'm already almost dead. Jeez. Spiked boots. Shield, huh? I don't think there's a way around. If I can take the epic piece of gear, I'm going to take the epic piece of gear, so I'll take that. All right, let's see here. Multi-attack. Ooh, geez. Let's do it. Our lifesteal coming in clutch. Doing some work, giving us some much needed boost to our HPs. Let's do, that's a legendary. I mean, I'm just gonna get rid of the green armor and take the legendary. Why wouldn't I do that, right? Like that's the play there. I broke my armor. That's okay. All right, what do we got here? That upgrades our boots. So yes. Yep, cool. And then I could restore health. Legendary. Get more legendary. Take care of the guy right there. There we are. Little shroomling. Oh, he applied poison to me when he died. I wasn't paying attention. Spike shield. The soul drain sword is what we currently got. And this guy. So, what do I want to do here? This is rough. I'll take the sword, but I got to figure out what I'm gonna take care of. This right here. We'll get rid of that, and we'll take the sword. Can't do anything with it right now. Take care of the Wibbit Eater plant. Come on, keep giving me good stuff. No whammies. Nope. All of these not helpful at all. All of these not helpful at all. I'm gonna get rid of. Actually, I'm gonna get rid of you, right there, and take that. All right. Until the next forge area, we're almost there. We're almost at the forge area, and I think that's where I'm gonna call the episode. We'll see what ends up happening. Well, we made it. We made it. Better loot, but we didn't get a lot from it that I was really excited about. I mean, it's okay. It's not terrible, but it's like not ideal either. All right, so here's what we're going to do. You guys are going to scream at me about doing this, but we're going to do it. we're going to put our epic pieces of gear and our legendary piece of gear in here. And let's see what we get. Nothing for our set. That's annoying. All right. Let's drop these blue pieces of gear in here. Let's see what we get. We got the same thing out again? No, we didn't. Okay, that's fine. I guess we can keep dropping these blue pieces in here in the hopes. What is that? The S-Stock. Oh, that's pretty fun, but that's part of the stealth set, I believe. All right, well, this is Overlooting, Busy Gamer Dad, showing you guys our first playthrough for it. Like, comment, subscribe. This will be our session gameplay this week. I'm going to stop this run, and we will pick it up when we come back in our next episode. Hope to see you then. Hope you guys like it. If you want to try this game out for yourselves, like I said, I will have a link for it down in the YouTube description. Hit that subscribe button to keep up to date with the Busy Gamer Dad channel, and hit that like button to promote the video. And I appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule to take a look at Overlooting with me. We'll hope to see you next episode. Bye.